Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Cobalt Core Loop 21. I like that it tells you how much of this game you've played. I imagine there are people out there with hundreds of loops. I'm at 21, but we have things to do. What do we need to do? We need to win with, as I check the memories here, Riggs, Drake, or Max. So we're gonna re-roll until we get any run that has any of those characters. Riggs, Drake, Max, do it. Boom, there you go. Riggs, Max, with a little bit of Isaac thrown in, and the Ares ship. I was just thinking, I have not had an Ares run in a while. Might be my favorite ship. I love the dual cannons and being able to have armor on the opposite side of your ship. Also, a very good ship to easily take the max shield reduction. You have 5 to start with. Upgrade random cards to type A. Boss artifact, remove 2 cards. Upgrading is kind of like removing, but not quite. But I think upgrading 2 random cards to type A, if it's a basic, it's gonna be free, which makes it synergize pretty well with Riggs's draw. If it's an attack drone, it's gonna be the one that does more damage. Parallel shift just gives you 2 drone shift instead of 1 drone shift and a purge right. Admin deploy becomes free. Reroll gives you more block. Scramble gives you more block. Draw shot gives you more draw. And again, all of these ones become free. Removal is also nice to get rid of 2 basic shots, and then maybe we can get a deck where we can actually, go infinite. But I think I would much rather just upgrade, and I think we got solid upgrades there, especially the drone. All right, we draw 4 cards with the Ares ship. I have to remember that because I oftentimes don't remember that. Here's what we're gonna do though. Basic block, basic dodge, admin deploy. Purges the basic shot from your deck. We will just kind of move out of the way. Don't even need to toggle the cannon. And I have to remember that the missile bay is on the right side of the ship, cockpit's on the left. We have Max, we could get the tri-dimensional cufflinks or whatever it is that makes the cockpit disappear on your ship. That would be freaking great. If we are lucky, we'll end up getting that, but you never know. Where are you shooting? You're shooting my cannon, which means we don't actually have to do anything to evade this damage. We can just basic shot and re-roll and toggle cannon, and don't even spend the drone shift. Just tank the damage because we have the armor on that side of the ship, then toggle cannon. Give me a draw shot. I think we should admin deploy scramble, and I actually do think we should do that to get the scramble for free. But with 2 drones out, I don't even think this guy can put up enough shield to protect himself. By the way, he's freaking dead. There's 3 drones. The plating on this drone was a bit wonky. I'm calling it lumpy. Well, Lumpy is unfortunately not getting the kill. Lumpy was just there as a backup. Attack for 3 damage. Add a static noise to your draw pile. Wall in hand, all cards exhaust. The idea here is that Memory Leak allows you to purge cards from your deck by playing them. Parallel Shift is a starting card, which makes it probably not worth adding. Space Mine is interesting because you can use this to make the enemy take damage. I kind of like it as a blocker. But I feel like instead of Space Mine, I would be much happier with another drone in the deck, because this will do 2 damage and also block a shot, or it could be upgraded to do 1 damage and then block a shot, next turn do 1 damage, block another shot. Space Mine is basically just a different variant on the attack drone. But I do like throwing out big blocks. Well, big enough blocks. It's not really a big block, it's just a block. I have extra scaffolding. I would think it would look really great in the middle of your ship. It's a great tax write-off. Add an unshootable scaffold into the middle of the ship. I think this is gonna be a no thanks, because I like having a 4 wide ship. This would make the ship 5 wide, But we would have a gap in the middle that we could use to engineer some misses, but I think we'll just go no thanks. You know, the idea of adding a space mine and having the attack drone is that they can block for you in the middle of your ship if you have to. Adding a scaffolding in the middle doesn't really feel like it's doing enough, I would think. Okay, what do we have here? Well, what we have here is shift, shot, corrupted core. I know we're not really doing too much, but I wanted to get rid of that drone. I mean, I also really like this turn. This turn is a... they blow up their stuff turn. Sounds good to me. All right, now what do you have? You have nothing! Look at that, what happened to your stuff? Well, not a very good turn for us. It's really hard to get a good run going, only drawing 4 cards. Admittedly. Give me a basic dodge, because I want to destroy the cannon. You will destroy my drone as well, but you're not gonna have a drone. I wanna get the space mine in position. That might end up being a little bit harder to do than I would like. But we are getting some mines out there. And you're finally gonna blow one up, which I can appreciate. Unfortunately, I also cannot deploy an attack drone. If I do, it'll just get blown up. I could deploy another space mine. I think I'd rather just save the drone shift. Anyways, you're dead. It was a little bit of a wonky fight. I don't know if I like the space mine. I kind of took it just to take a new card. But I don't think it's particularly good. Solar Breeze we went infinite with on a previous run, which is very weird. I think I do like Missile Shot for damage. I think we need another damage dealing card. And because we only draw 4 cards, more expensive cards are a little bit easier to utilize, you know? We can, oh, it's you. We can probably play things like Scramble on a turn when we have 4 cards, because the other cards are probably not going to be particularly great, you know, let's be honest. Okay. Attack drone goes out. We need to move. Because we would get shot twice. Kind of like the idea of deploying a space mine. Maybe we shouldn't, because we could have gotten a missile shot off. I think we want the drone shift. We do have safety override added to the deck, so we gotta be a little bit careful here. I guess it's less likely that we're gonna draw it. That's a positive, right? Well, we have to move out of the way. Definitely toggle the cannon so we don't shoot the space mine. Okay, it took me a minute. Oh, and we did, the other drone didn't even get to fire. Rude. Oh, right, you can't even play those cards. I mean, I'm a little bit scared here. This is also just like a completely terrible turn. I'm a little bit scared here because we don't really have many defenses against you destroying, causing me to destroy my own mines, and et cetera, et cetera. Now it says whenever it's shot, I assume that the space mine won't cause issues, but you never know. End turn. Yeah, because you didn't actually take you didn't get hit, you just took damage. Slightly different. All right. We should, let me move so I don't shoot my space mine. That was fine. That ended up going just fine, but I was very worried about shooting my own space mines repeatedly. Branch Prediction sucks. Panic can be good. I guess Panic A is a pretty solid just bump to one direction. It's kind of like Slam, Slurry, Flurry, Scoot. Scoot is a parry card, moves 3. The damage for 0 can be buffed, but also if it hits a weakness, it does get improved to 1. So I kind of like Panic. Search discard, move a card on top of your draw pile. For free? That's pretty good to get your good cards back. Give me a Panic. I think it's actually okay. 1 extra energy on turn 1. When you shoot a missile, turn it around. Give me the extra energy. What's up, nerds? Trying to save the universe, I think. How devious. How devious. Okay, well, I could deploy an attack drone that would block a shot. Unfortunately, I think it's not our only option, but it's not necessarily the best option. I don't want to take damage, but I also hate the fact that I can't even put up 1 more block. So yeah, we're gonna have to move drone, move core. I would like to try to keep my drones alive when possible. I would also really like to be able to get good value out of the missile shot. If we panic to the right, hey, then it can work. But you know what? We should have toggled the cannon, because then the panic would have destroyed the asteroid. We would have gotten the damage from the missile. That's fine. We'll still get the damage from the missile. And we have some additional block put up. My drone, for some reason, is not going to be destroyed. I mean, for some reason also means good. I mean, this is 2 damage. We're currently taking none. I think we will keep 1 shield and 2 evasion. Heat shouldn't matter on this fight as long as we are fast enough doing damage. So far, so good. Let's keep that asteroid there. We need more drone shift to let our drones actually move around a little bit more, I think. Can't really do anything, so I'm just gonna get rid of the asteroid now. Reason being is that anything can kill him next turn, since he only has 2 HP. One of these days I'll get the cards necessary to actually kill him, though. Anyways, you're dead. All right, get out of here. Space Mine, I'm realizing now what we actually do need is more drone shift. Strafe, whenever you move, attack. I've never been able to get this to work. We don't have a movement deck. Tide Runner would make this a very good card. Striker, Squadron, deploy 2 drones and get 2 less energy next turn. 2 drones with a bubble shield, less energy, is actually pretty freaking good. Lazy Barrage. Do damage, move, do damage, move, do damage, move. Moves the enemy, it doesn't move you, which is very interesting. I kind of like Striker Squadron. It's good damage. And if you upgrade them to have bubble shields, that's good bubble shields. Or you could upgrade them to not exhaust, but every 4 Isaac cards played gain a bubble. 2 extra cards on the first turn. We have extra energy, let's go for the extra cards as well. I think that's a little bit of a better synergy for us right now. Choose a card that does not retain, it retains. Sticky note. Choose a card that does not retain, it gains retain. So I kind of like admin deploy. That way we can play a expensive card for free, and then it exhausts, unfortunately, but we could also upgrade it to admin deploy B. It'll retain, and then we get an energy for free by playing the card. And I do kind of like that as a middling synergy. I mean, I think admin deploy is just a solid card. So let's upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade it because it retains. It's actually really good synergy. If Max has another ability, he does. If he has an ability or a card that adds recycle, every turn we would get that. Every turn we could play an expensive card on the cheap. I think that's pretty dang good. If we deploy a space mine, we take 0 damage. I think that means we can't missile shot though, because the missile is going to be here in the way. We need to, if we draw into parallel shift, we can do it. Yeah, I don't see how we can do this without taking damage. But the mine, this is kind of the reason I took the mine. It is a body blocker. I think I prefer, after having used it for, 5 minutes, I think I prefer the space, instead of a space mine, a drone, because you can upgrade it to have bubble shield and then it blocks 2 shots instead of 1 while doing damage. The space mine on its own, it's a laser, 2 damage for 1. You're not getting any more value than that. Well, I mean, it is a blocker. You could shoot it though. It is a dangerous blocker, I suppose. Okay, anyways. If we can't move our drones, best we can do, deploy the space mine. Probably at this point set up a scramble or maybe some blocks or maybe a little bit of both. I'm gonna go for the scramble. Not the best turn 1, but we did 4 damage, took none. He is going to give us a status effect. I do not remember what this enemy's status effect is. So why don't we shoot and then panic out of the way. Whichever direction it went would have been fine for us. This is why, and by the way, this is another reason, and I didn't articulate it earlier, but it did momentarily come into my mind that this is the better upgrade. Toggle cannon. If this retains to the left, admin will make this be the card that's played for free, but if there's a situation where we don't want that to happen, well then there's nothing we can do about it. This is still gonna get played. I want to keep my drones alive, which to me means we move out of the way. And then I'm just gonna do this. Why? Because we get the ability to still play a card for free next turn if we need it. And the drones we can use to block some shots if we need it. So I'm just gonna have the drones move in, do a little bit of damage. This is where I'm beginning to understand the value of Striker Squadron with Bubble Shield. They will be able to block shots on your turn where you have less energy. That seems pretty good. Don't play panic, you'll shoot down your own unit. So just scramble for free, scramble. We're gonna lose the drones, but I think they did enough damage. Look at that. They were in the clear. So far, so good. This is a very weird deck, but it's working. Cloud save. Return an exhausted card to your hand. That with Striker Squadron would be very funny. And by funny, I mean maybe good. So you can make it free or give you 2. I think we want Striker Squadron with the Bubble Shield. I think that's the first one. Admittedly, attack drone A. What was the upgrade here? Oh, it made it the attack drone Mark II. Right, okay. I was like, can I get this thing with the bubble shield? No, you cannot. You cannot get this thing with the bubble shield. Rip dog. Okay. We don't want to panic. We just want to move 1. We do have admin. We didn't get what we wanted. We can still deploy a drone though. I think this is one of those situations where we just want to stack up a little bit of dodge. So we're going to admin deploy the scramble. and give me a basic block. We're not really doing that much damage turn 1, but we didn't get really our damage cards. We didn't get the missile shot or the striker squadron, which we can deploy right now. This drone is going to die, unfortunately, but we got to reroll next turn, which means we can mostly avoid any incoming damage. Yeah, this is actually okay. So, goodbye drone, but, you know, it is what it is. Actually, it's okay that they blew up Gary. I didn't like Gary. Excuse me? I do like a parallel shift here, weirdly enough, because it does open up my cannon to shoot, but I can also just shoot on the left, and then we're fine. And right now we can only get hit from a cannon, which we can make armored, or from an empty slot, which we can fire a missile on. Rather, I guess a mine, not a missile, right? Turn an exhausted card to your hand. Nothing else exhausts, so I think I'm gonna spend 1 energy to get the Striker Squadron back in the deck, even if it's not retained. And my thinking is, well, the next time we draw it and next time we draw admin, then shuffle, we can play that later. I'm not worried about this one because we can just move 1 to the side. Or we can just play a block shot. We're not really doing that much damage, unfortunately, yet, but we're getting there. Drones are doing a good job of blocking shots. We do not want to panic at the disco. Keep admin deploy. Only play it when you have a 2 or 3 cost card. That is more damage. That is a block shot. Well, it's a block. And don't panic, because if we move to the left, it is bad for us. We're gonna lose a drone, but that's fine. We have 2 out. Parallel shift, again, does cause us to lose a drone, unfortunately. So I think we don't play it. I know we're not doing anything with this other attack drone, but I don't want to do anything with the other attack drone. I like it being there, even if it's hitting nothing. Why? Because it is blocking the brittle cockpit. Then again, you know, Crystalline Entity isn't actually gonna move at all. Keep running into situations where I do have a drone in front of my missile bay, though. I mean, here's the thing. If I move right and fire Striker Squadron, we win. So let's do that. And that was a bit of a silly play. We should have actually saved the admin deploy for the next turn, where we might actually need to get some free energy, because we're going to be out of energy. But anyways, you're dead. Doesn't matter. Have another attack drone. It's not too bad, not too bad. We deploy a lot of attack drones, and that's most of our damage right now. I kind of don't like that, though. I like having more direct damage. We are pretty much relying entirely on these drones. Make a temp copy of a card in hand. Backup stick, we can use this to duplicate admin deploy to get more free cards, or duplicate something that's expensive that we want to play. Scatter shot moves the enemies. We've taken all of these cards before. Scatter shot is good for manipulating the enemy movement. And the player moving left and the enemy moving right is more effective than the player moving right and the enemy moving left. That's true of most ships. Not all, but I think most ships. And I think a lot of that is just attack order. The attack order goes left to right. Scatter shot. I think I like backup stick here. 1 evasion every turn. You cannot have more than 3. War mode cannon or glass cannon. Your ship's cannons become weak. That wouldn't be that bad. Extra energy is nice, but we have card draw being the bigger problem here. I do like the evasion, I think. We only have 2 cards in the deck that give us evasion. More evasion for free every turn means we can dodge more. And, you know, this is one of those runs, one of those ships where I don't think we need Ares cannon. We don't shoot that much. We shoot occasionally, but our attack drones do most of our damage. So I'm going for evasion. Then again, if we're just hiding behind our drones, maybe you want glass cannon, because that weakness is not going to matter that much. The extra energy means we can play... I think we want the evasion. Evasion is super freaking helpful in this game. Thankfully, we have 2 evasion right now. No problem, we've got options. Yeah, I need to not get shot, Briggs. Give me an option for that one. Well, I have an option for that one. It's called fire a space mine in front of the shot. Don't play panic, because it'll shoot the space mine. So give me a corrupt and a basic shots. We don't want these basic shots in the deck, but what you gonna do? Make a temp copy of your leftmost card. Return an exhausted card to your hand. This is a terrible turn, but it is weird because we can make a temp copy of admin deploy and then we can cloud save the backup stick and put it in the deck again. We're not really doing that much, but we can play a lot of cards for free. Choose a card to play for free. How about Missile Shot? And then I will shoot you, and then I'll shoot you, and then I will move out of the way. We need to move out of the way. We need to spend the evasion to get more evasion. And you should be dead. Sick. And we can bring back Striker Squadron if we need to. There's another cloud save. I don't think we need another one. I kind of like the shield drone though. We don't have any cards that give us shields. This would give us some shields and it's another body blocker. We have a drone deck. That's basically what this is. We don't need any attack cards except maybe draw shot. We want to purge basic shots. I think we want to purge panic. I think this was a mistake because we don't want to shoot down our drones. Probably purge missile shot and then just go straight drones. I've only played missile shot like 3 times. It's a hard card to play. So you know what? I'd probably just start removal. Yeah, just get these basic shots out of the way. Normally I would go with upgrades, but I think our deck so far is like totally fine. Make a temp copy of your leftmost card. Return an exhausted card to your hand. I don't think we need to make a temp copy of that. I want a relic that adds retain to everything, because that's all I want to do is I just want to retain all of my cards. All the time. Here's something interesting. We're actually going to be able to play missile shot and an attack drone. Thank you for the extra shield, my dude. And blocks a shot, like that's why I think it's so good. And in this situation, all of our drones are gonna live. Admin deploy means we can kind of get around the fact that we have less energy on the next turn. You're dead, and we rule? Flex move B, 2 drone shift to evasion. Another attack drone and rage. Draw, gain energy. The enemy gets 2 power drive, but stunned. Here's the thing, if you are using things to block projectiles, this seems good, but it's very risky. Flex move I kinda like. we can probably play it for free, the drone shift is very handy. I know it's expensive, but we can actually play expensive cards. I gotta stop adding cards, but I think this one's fine. No, we're not giving you a duel. Now. What the heck? Okay, this is a weird turn. I'm going to Striker Squadron. I'm gonna move left twice, and then I'm gonna Striker Squadron? No, I should have moved left. Why did it destroy the drone? I'm screwed up. I wanna redo the turn. Now I don't have any extra energy. Wah! Well, we're only gonna take 1 hull damage, but I should have moved left once and not twice, and then we would have had 4 drones out, completely blocking all incoming enemy damage, and it would have been sick. Instead, I screwed it up! You do get stronger, you do get stronger? All right, I'll do this then. I think we'll probably still be fine. We can actually get that card back later, but it is an annoying mistake that I did make, and I did it to myself. We do not need Scramble. What we do need is maybe dump that Corrupted Core. Damn it. It would have been such a cool move to get 4 shielded attack drone Mark IIs out on turn 1. Guess here we'll just, actually, let's get that flex move out. That way we have the flex move. Could have cloud saved and, again, gotten the drones going again, but we don't actually need to do that. We are fine. 1, 2, 3. Dice roll. 1 damage, discard 2, save state, whiplash. Nah, I think that's a skip. Now, what do we need? Should we upgrade something? Kind of feel like upgrading the shield drone is not that bad. Backup stick does not exhaust. Cloud save can become free, reroll can become better. I'm just gonna keep removing the basic shots. I think that this floor is just gonna be a floor of removal. Oh, and the crystalline entity should be a very easy ship for us to go up against. Toggle cannon, panic. Only taking 1 damage, which is totally acceptable. Unlike the boss version, this elite version of the crystalline entity does move every turn of combat, I think. One problem though with this ship is that the attack drones, this one is not gonna live more than 1 turn because it almost always attacks from every orifice. Give me a flex move. Attack drone. We might as well save 1 shield because we're gonna get the evasion back next turn thanks to the Riggs engine. I think I did that correctly. Shield drone can go out there, it'll block a shot, but you might wanna put out a space mine. Where are we gonna move on this turn? We don't have to move, space mine blocks a shot. So what we can do is move, shield, move mine, toggle cannon, basic dodge. We're gonna get our shield back immediately. Thank you, drone. Block the shot, do damage. Striker Squadron. I think we should get him out, but save the admin deploy. Just do it like this. Because we're going to need that energy since we're gaining 2 less energy next turn. I would like to have a boss relic of some sort. Like an energy boss relic of some sort, but... honestly, 2 admins. We don't need flex move. We don't need the drone shift. This guy basically shoots all the time, every turn. Could get another striker squadron out. Bubble shield blocks the shot. We should have admin deployed it. We could have played a shield drone at the same time. That's a bit of a mistake. Not a major mistake, but a bit of a mistake. We have a lot of drones. Are they doing enough? Man, I hope so. I mean, we're not taking any damage. I mean, this is why I love having shields, like drones with shields, because they can tank so much damage. Rightmost 2 cards gain retained for the rest of combat, or Vamoose. Root access being retained, I kind of like it. 2 evasion on the first turn. We already start with 2, so this is only 1 evasion on turn 1. So we'll do Recalibrator instead. Another elite fight. It is the big ol' space tentacle monster. I mean, I suppose attack drone left striker? We get him out. We're not taking damage from the brittle. You know, one negative about this run right now is that we don't really do a lot to take advantage of things like brittle. We don't have like a 5 damage attack, a 10 damage attack, like we have had in some decks, like Books decks. This is, oh, we do 2 damage every turn per slot. A little bit on the slow side, but does get the job done. Return an exhausted card to your hand. I will take a striker squadron. I think there's actually not really a reason to do much of anything else in this turn. Let's save 1 shield. There you go. I'll spend 1 evasion doing that. All right. Move left, take 2, flex move. Flex move. Shift the drones right. We take 1 damage, which is blue. So, let's draw shot. Put retain on some things, because why not? Could also panic, but it doesn't do any damage. It does give us 1 shield though, but I think I'm just going to temp, deploy, flex move everything over 1, and then we're fine. You know what would be a difficult fight for us? The fight where we have to kill the enemy quickly because there are solar flares. That one might take a while. We could deploy this to get it out of the deck, but it doesn't do, I feel like this card doesn't do anything, but it looks like it should because it wiggles and wobbles. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, toggle. Panic, doesn't matter what direction. Abyssal, there's nothing to do on that turn. It's just an empty turn. We're gonna get back to the Striker Squadron at some point. We gotta keep thinning out the deck more than we need to on normal runs because we have a reliance on Isaac cards that we need to show up. A thick deck as of right now, and also we only draw 4. That's the big problem with the run right now. Oh look, my cards. So here's what you do. Fire the missile shot. Move, move. I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try. Will the drone live? It will, and it'll still have 1 shield. Okay, that's good. Don't move. Okay. Shield drone or an attack drone? Do 2 damage or gain 1 shield. I guess we'll do 2 damage. Ludwig will take care of this one! Well, my drones are gonna be doing... This one's gonna block us something. It's an asteroid. We're gonna be doing 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. Would you look at that? 8 damage out of 12 HP. Dunk, 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 dunk. By the way, you should be dead. And look at that. Full blockage. There's one Isaac card that I want. Gain energy. You launch things backwards for 2 turns. A overload. If you were not using Isaac's abilities at all, this would be a no-brainer. Search discard, move a card on top of your draw pile. Echo A, I like. Every time an attack missiles by 1, take 1 damage. If that includes drones, it's pretty good. Every time an asteroid is destroyed, gain a temp shield. We can't guarantee asteroids. I'm actually gonna upgrade the Echo to be free. But yeah, like if you're not reliant on the drones, that energy card is just a free play. There was something else I was gonna say, but I forgot what it was. Why are you like this? I'm not this mean, am I? You are, you just cover it up by being bubbly. Oh, okay, well, Riggs lore, I guess. We know that this has taken place over a minimum of 517 loops, but we don't know how long that is. So we don't know how long their personalities have diverged if they were the same rigs. And if they were the same rigs, how did they quantum split into 2 of them? Which one's the real rigs? Who knows? I like this turn. Squad. I think I'm actually okay taking 1 damage. Right, attack drone. It'll do damage and it's not even getting attacked. And then actually we could play a basic block to take care of the damage we're taking. Actually, reroll would do it too. It would be better. Yeah, so give me a move. Attack drone, reroll. Echo. What do you bring back? I think you do bring back an Echo. It's funny to me that that could work. But I imagine we're gonna get a better card next turn that we want versus 1 drone. Although 1 drone is pretty good. I think we did get the card though. I think I want shield drones. Root access, shield drone, Echo, bring back the retained shield drone. We're doing quite a lot of damage. We lost a couple of drones there, but that's fine. We're gonna lose the shield drone, which is totally fine. We are going to need to toggle cannon. That way we can backup stick the flex move and then get a copy in hand forever. I like it. Toggle cannon, shield drone, backup stick. We get another one. Might as well stock a little bit of dodge, taking 0 damage. We're gaining 2 shield. This is how I want this deck to work, is Isaac, drones, and Max's ability to get those cards back quickly. Slash Echo. Like, if we could make Echo recycle every turn, we would be able to pull 1 card back. We don't need to have a thin deck or shuffling a lot if we can just have infinity good cards, right? Methinks this is gonna be a Striker Squadron. Want to remove right twice. Deploy it. That was completely unnecessary, wasn't it? We should have not done that. We should have just played it at cost. This is not going that badly. Of course, we don't really have too many things out right now, but otherwise it's not going too badly. The Striker Squadron drones are doing a very good job of keeping me alive. The shield drone, because it does have a bubble shield itself. Oh no, we didn't upgrade it yet. We have so much to do in this deck. We gotta remove a lot of cards, upgrade a lot of cards. We've added a lot of cards, I'm sorry. I know, there's a lot to do, okay? Guess I'd rather get the drone. Because it retains. I like that. Oh, by the way, you're dead. I mean, anytime you can defeat the boss without paying attention, it's good. Energy drone. Energy drone, energy drone. I do like an energy drone. It's kind of what we're banking on. Extra energy, add trash. No, we'll go flywheel. You might find that decision a little bit contentious because flywheel, every 10 draw gives us 1 energy. It's going to be harder to get that because we're the Aries, we only draw 4. But if we add trash to our draw pile, it's going to be harder to draw through the trash, I should say, because we only draw 4. So it's, you know, what do you do? Okay, I think we... Rightmost two cards get retained. I just want to play this. I don't want to retain it. I also want to play the Space Mine. No. I want to backup stick. Did it to the wrong card. That's fine. You know, it's fine. It doesn't matter. We're taking that. He took a lot of damage on his turn. I just had everything about the order of that wrong. I'm realizing in hindsight. You can cloud save a Striker Squadron, but it will be discarded. If we have nothing else to do with this turn, we might as well do it though, right? I did 1 damage instead. I thought we were gonna shuffle by the time that card comes back around anyways. I'll take the energy drone. Boop. Energy drone is nice. It pays for itself and blocks shots on occasion. Okay, I mean, it might not be the most amazing card ever, but it is still okay. there is just nothing to play. At least all of these retain. All right, you're gonna be destroying my energy drone. Energy drone, energy drone. Gonna destroy my energy drone, energy drone. We can't even really play missile shot. We do not need missile shot in this deck. I'd rather have it than a basic shot, but we just never play it. Return an exhausted card to your hand. Okay, we are gonna play Striker Squad. 1, 2, 3. Shield drone, Striker Squad. We'll still get the energy too, which helps to pay for the Striker Squad, let's be honest. I think we will just freaking pretty much immediately just do this. You've got to be dead at this point. That wasn't that bad of a fight. It really wasn't. Evasive branch prediction B. It's the good one. It's the one that keeps you safe from all damage. Now, I'm not going to take it because we don't need it, but it is the good version. So why don't I want the card? Because I want to be behind my drones. I don't want to ever be shifted to the left away from my drones. If I'm taking damage, it's usually on the cannon armor. Zone Void's Cradle. I didn't realize it immediately, but yeah, Dizzy named the zone, so it's not question mark anymore. Duplatron. Duplicate a card in your deck. I will do this, and I will duplicate Striker Squadron. And do we need upgrades? Probably. Temp copy and return exhausted cards to your hand. I think I'm just gonna go for the shield drone to start with. We need bubble shields on these. Ooh, this is a great fight for us. Not a very good draw turn 1, but we just want to deploy the drones anyways. He's gonna wake up, but if we wake him up with a missile, no, I think we still want to wait for the drones. Because it'll cost us all of our evasion. Do we care though? I don't think we care. It did what? Okay, we still don't care, thankfully. But because it missed, Grazer Beam made it still do 1 damage. Okay, a little scary, But we're okay. Our entire hand retains. Thank you, Max. And if we stay still, we don't really take that much damage, do we? So this is actually very good orientation for us. We don't even need to play admin here. This is just a striker drone. Is it mean to call a drone stinky? It depends on if the drone's actually stinky or not. And then what do we want here? Be just like a parallel shift to push my drones into the line of fire so I can keep deploying new drones. He can't move, which means that the most damage we can ever take in a turn is based off of the leftmost cannon. If I move, can't retain. We already played it, didn't we? Ah, you know what? Here's what we do. Cloud save. Root access, we get to keep Striker Squadron. So next turn we can redeploy the cannons and move them in. In fact, if we move everything to the right, we can do it next turn immediately. Ah, but why? Because I want the attack drone to, okay, yeah, good point. We want the attack drone to be destroyed. So do that. They'll get destroyed. Striker Squad comes out. Just continuously body blocks this guy. He can't do anything. Now, I'm not really doing that much either, but like, he's also not really doing anything. That was weirdly, insanely easy. Draw one card from each color from the draw pile. Second opinions can hit the flywheel. This is just a good get, I think. You can also upgrade it to make it draw cards from the exhaust pile, which is super interesting. Draw, discard, exhaust. We exhaust cards we want to bring back, so... Every fourth turn, gain overdrive. Doesn't work on the drones. We'll take the HP. I've been waiting for this. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess let's draw. Your hand is full, but I did get more energy. Choose a card to play. Please play the missile shot. And then give me a draw shot. And then give me a Striker Squadron panic. Move left. Yes. All right. You gave me fumes. What the hell's fumes? Just a garbage card. Not that problematic. Oh, dude. You move one, because we got the extra energy thanks to the flywheel. You move one, you deploy a Striker Squadron. I know we're gonna take 1 damage, but like, this is... What are you gonna do? I've got a freaking line of missiles. You have a card on top of your draw pile. I would actually like to get shields next turn. We're gonna take 1. He's already dead. Yep. Sick. That was a fast fight, Jesus. Whiplash options, quick thinking. 0 and exhaust. 1 draw and 5. I mean... We don't need these. Don't need any of them. First attack each turn pierces. I don't think that affects the drones. Welcome to my emporium of wondrous ideas. These all seem absolutely useless. Big movement card. Hurt and heal card. Hit card. I don't think any of these are good for us. You can upgrade these cards, which is very interesting. But I think we don't have any synergies with any of these cards. So this is a skip. We're also almost at the end of the game. There's 1 more fight left. Temp copy of your leftmost card. Temp copy of route access? I want a temp copy of attack drone. Because we don't have these cards being upgraded, it only triggers left or right. It doesn't trigger at any point in your hand, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. We do have to get out of the way to stop the cannon shot from hitting us, but that's what the space mine's for. So I guess you toggle cannon first, then we can attack drone. Give me retain, temp, move mine, echo back. Actually, we don't have to play echo. I would like the attack drone though. Oh, the mine didn't do any damage because the hull was empty. Really? That's how that works? The mine doesn't do any damage because there's nothing above it? Oh, come on. That's such a... That's cheap. That's cheap. Well, how do we... I guess how we get out of this is we just play an energy drone. Ooh. some draw. Let's see what we get. Striker Squad. We know we want this. Can't really play the shield drone, unfortunately. We can parallel shift to kill a drone and do a little bit of extra damage. It's a weird one. I guess we'll just dump this, put some block up, and don't really want to kill a drone. It does more damage. Opens me up to play a drone next turn with Striker Squad. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Might not have the energy for it, though, but that's fine. That drone's not doing anything. It wasn't doing any damage on that turn. $11 damage. If I shift everything left, we are close to killing you. But I can also... I think I can kill you with an admin deploy Striker Squadron. It'll destroy the mine, we'll take 2, but it might do 4 due to the cockpit position, so I'm not going to do it in hindsight. But it was close. It was very close. I think I will actually, though, just do nothing and just chill. There's not really a reason to do anything, is there? Just... I guess, you know what? Because we have the energy, let's flex move. That way we get to maintain more drone shift. But I mean, this guy is 6 HP. We are doing 1 damage when we miss, by the way. But he's actually dead right now. Man, attack drones are really, really solid. And that Striker Squadron has been very, very, very good for us. Shift Shot moves the enemies to the left. Repair Kit heals you when you destroy the repair kit. Another space mine. Nah. Hey, bud. All right. Removing a basic shot, yes, good. But I actually think maybe a bubble on the energy drone would be nice. Temp copy. Return exhaust cards to your hand. Yeah, let's do it. Just to have it stick around a little bit longer. Going in. This fight might be kind of tough for us, though. Because the Striker Squadron, the ideal place for it is right in the middle. Because it'll disable the cannons every turn. And then all we need to do is put up one body blocker every turn. Scary, yes, but it is, I think, the right call. Even like right now, I'm like, basic shot means we don't take any damage. So I think you basic shot. Get the energy drone out. I think you do play the attack drone. I'm naming this one battery. They can't be all winners. That will keep knocking out the cannon if the boss doesn't move, but I think the boss will be moving around. But we get the extra energy every turn now. We can bring Echo back the drone if we need it. Shield drone can block more damage. That's good. If we move to the right, we'll take 3. That's not what we want. If we move to the left, we can deploy a shield drone, and then we take 2, which is way better. Unfortunately, though, we can't really missile shot, because if we missile shot, we'll lose the shield on the drone. So we probably just ignore that. We probably ignore the parallel shift as well. This seems to me to be a not great turn, because that's our turn. We moved and we played 1 card. Look, we'll get... Oh, and we didn't take any damage because of the shield. Thank you. You moving side to side is annoying. Choose a card, play it for free, make a temp copy of your leftmost card, rightmost 2, get retain. We don't need the cannon. We do cannon. Temp the admin. Rightmost 2 cards get retain. Oh, this already retains. We'd still play it. Or if we admin deploy like a space mine, well, we'd have to, yeah, okay, no. I think you just play it just to play it. Go ahead and play the scramble. And then we can actually do this. Hate that we are losing everything but the energy drone, but we're still taking no damage. We're doing damage slowly. I am just kind of waiting for the freaking striker squadrons, which are, for some reason, heavy in this 23-card deck. I'll try to move around the armor next time. You goddamn better. This is energy. Got one of them. We want to move the drones. Search discard. Admin deploy. Okay, echo. Flex move. Draw shot. Admin. Flex move. I'm realizing we can't block all that we need to block, but it's fine. We move left, left, strike. Guess I'd rather move left, let the energy drone die on this turn. We'll still get 1 energy back. Give me a block. We got a lot of garbage in the deck, I know, but I think this is acceptable. We'll get energy out of Riggs's flywheel. Energy drone did its job, and it came back to me. How do we, okay, with 2 move, how do we deploy everything we want? Left, deploy, right, left, deploy. Left, deploy, right, left, deploy. Energy drone will lose its shield, but it's gonna stay there and continue to block shots. We gain energy, we gain shield. We've done 1, 2, 4 damage, disabled the cannons. Boop, boop, boop. You constantly move. Hey, I only need 1 move in order to stop your stuff now, because it puts the attack drones in position to hit you. End turn. We still have bubble shield on the shield drone, keeping it alive. I feel like we're getting there, but I don't think we hit the high value rolls on Max's cards. But we can still bring back a card from the exhaust at some point if we need to. So again, spend 1 move, put everything into position. We have to keep doing that because the Cobalt ship, I believe every turn, it always moves for 3. It never is stationary on top of you. It always kind of shifts around a little bit. So because of the orientation of our attack drones, if it moves for 3, and I have the same types of drones 2 apart, we only need to spend 1 movement to kind of make up for the movement of the ship. We want to keep our drones in the armor, you know? We're gonna spend 1 move. Unless there's something else we need to do, and we can deploy another attack drone, which is probably what we're gonna do. Search discard. Play it for free. No, we'll bring back an energy or a shield drone. Bring back an energy drone, why not? You might as well toggle your cannon, save 1. Cobalt should move left on this turn. By 3. Boop, boop, boop. Like clockwork, more like it. And we do have Striker Squadron, which I do want to play. Boop, boop, boop. Move 3 will work. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then we can deploy Striker Squadron and the drones. So deploy, Striker, deploy the drone. We'll get more energy next turn, taking no damage. Drones. The drones are doing minimal damage to the armored concussible cannons, but, you know, we have a stranglehold on this fight. The enemy can't really do much because we are keeping our defensive line active, you know? We're doing a good job. This seems like a very good turn for just getting rid of trash. Move 1. Trying to see if there's a good way of deploying the missile. I think the answer is no. So move 1, trash, core, end turn. Turns out, 2 attack drones in front of the cannons is like perfect. Turn an exhausted card to your hand. Choose a card in your hand to play it for free. I do want to bring back a Striker Squadron, but there's nowhere to deploy it, and we can't retain it. We could bring back Root Axis for retain, but I want to retain a Panic and a Cloud Save. Actually, yeah, that seems great. No, because it won't bring back the Cloud Save. Although, if we had upgraded Second Wind to bring back Exhaust, we could bring back a Cloud Save, which would bring back Second Wind, and we could actually go infinite on Striker Squadron, which is very, very interesting to think about. Rightmost 2 cards gain retain. No, in that case, I'm just gonna do this because we have the energy. But there's no reason to deploy it. It won't do anything. It'll just die. I guess we can echo it. Should we draw echo? We can play it again later. It's a bit of a long fight, but it's super safe. Well, it's super safe once we actually manage to deploy all of our drones and other nonsense, right? This turn, we're running a little bit low on drones. Energy drone's gonna go. I can concuss the cannon, but I don't really see a point. Let's draw. Does give us extra energy. Now we have some drones. Still don't have any drone shift. I guess we only have 2 cards in the deck that give us drone shift, huh? In that case, I will move and give me a drone and trash and enter. There's a lot in this deck that we actually don't need. We don't even need Scramble anymore, not with the Demon Thrusters. 1 dodge every turn, turns out, it's plenty. Also, I believe that this enemy is dead. Pretty sure that does it right there. That was a good run. We were, this boss, by the way, it has 60 health, 45 and then 15 shield, and then it gets temp shield every like 2 or 3 turns. We were starting to get to the limit of Striker Squadron being good burst damage and good block, but then once those drones get destroyed, we only have 1 attack drone A in the deck that we have to shuffle to get. It's really nice. Striker Squadron's really nice for getting lots of damage and defense out early in a fight, but the longer a fight goes on, the worse you're gonna be. And having 2 of them in the deck is better than having 1. We were still hitting up that point of, it's kind of hard for us to do damage once they all die, which happened pretty much like 2 turns before the end there. But luckily we had enough damage. Max, go ahead. I'm not sure I totally understand what your place is in all of this, but I think you're trying to help us save the universe, so I appreciate it. The universe is infinite and in no danger. The local time knot, which we are trapped in, is also infinite, but an infinitely small fraction of the larger infinity. I see. And the time knot is in danger? Oh, yes. We gotta do some Drake runs, man. Okay, solder that wire here, keep that grounded. Got it. Serial device detected, matching data rate. This is when they connect the cat to the core. Whoa, it's working. Wait, shh. Isaac is coming, don't say anything. Hey guys! Isaac, checked it out, we plugged cat into the core, I hope that's okay. Huh? Promise you won't be mad. How can I even be mad? What you just said doesn't even make sense. Why not? The core is a crystal in an antimatter containment field. You can't just plug something into it. No, but we can plug her into the antimatter beam holding the crystal. Oh, wow, you did. All right, this is a mess. We're gonna take this all apart carefully, starting with... God damn it, Freeman, what'd you do? Core temperature exceeding 120%. Emergency shutdown, reset voltages to idle. Venting reactor core. Personality core override. I pulled the plug, but the core is still critical. Hello? Containment failing. What are you creatures? You should not be here. Wait, there's someone in the core. So Dizzy did do it. Damn it, Dizzy. Well, at least now we know. The cat is evil, no. Cat's just trying to save lives here. That was a fun run. Striker Squadron, you are a good card. And I stand by the idea that the bubble shield is probably worth more than losing energy. We had ways around it though. We had an energy drone, eventually, a energy relic, eventually, an admin deploy, which we had since the beginning, but admin deploy can give you more energy when you have less energy. You can play any card you want for 1. But Striker Squadron having the bubble shield is really nice because even if it tanks 1 hit on the turn you play it, it can tank another hit on the next turn, which might save you from needing to play a card, from needing to play something worth energy. And in the, I was gonna say in the Ares deck, it can let you get through your deck faster, but I guess in the Ares deck, you either wanna have a good enough deck that every draw is gonna give you gas, or enough cards that you're likely to draw something good. You know, we had enough cards in the deck that were okay, that any turn we probably had something that we could do. Because, you know, if you draw, let's say you draw 10 cards, you only get to play 1 of them if you have 1 energy. So you either want to have a lot of ways of generating energy, relics, etc., etc. I'm explaining this very poorly, but it doesn't matter because that was a great run. And for now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Cobalt Core. That was a fun run. And Striker Squadron, I stand by the idea that the bubble shield is a better upgrade than having it not cost you 2 energy on the previous turn. It does make it cost a total of 4 energy. But the value you get from Striker Squadron is so high, I think it's worth it. Because you can admin deploy either the Striker Squadron or the turn after in order to get more bang for your buck. If you only have 1 energy, you can still play any card you want for 1 with admin deploy. Now you might not have Max in your deck, which is fine. you would like to have some other ways of generating energy. We had demon thrusters, eventually. We had energy drone, eventually, giving us energy on occasion. But yeah, Striker Squadron with the bubble shield, not only will it block shots on the turn that you play it, it can block shots on the next turn, which means you don't need as much energy in order to avoid damage on the second turn. But it's just such a good value card. 2 drones for 2 energy that do 2 damage. They can live for 2 turns. And what I think I like the most about the card is that your drones deploy to the left and to the right, so you can still deploy something in the middle. You can have 3 drones come out on that turn if you want without even having to move. Striker Squadron attack drone, boom, you have 3 drones out. A fun run and a fun deck. I've never really, a fun run and a fun deck. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Cobalt Core.